There's these moments that break us. There's the moments that call us forward. This is going to be one of those moments. I want to call you forward with me.
There's always a turning point, the moment that tries to break you, but ends up launching your destiny. This is Miracle Moment. I'm Ray Ireland, and I'm here to help you rise into the mission God created you for. Let's jump in.
Welcome to Miracle Moment. If you're here, chances are you've lived through a moment that didn't just change your circumstances, it changed you. A moment that disrupted the plan, a moment that cracked something open inside of you, a moment that you may or may not have asked for, but somehow it happened and you couldn't ignore the ripple effect that it had in your life. So this is what I call a miracle moment, not because it just feels miraculous automatically, but because it's the exact point where pain, identity, and purpose all collided. This show exists for the people standing in that space, the ones who know that something has shifted, but maybe you're not sure how to really utilize that to move forward on the new perspective you've been given, the new dream, the goal, the vision. So if you've ever wondered, whether that hard moment in your life might actually be the invitation, then you're absolutely in the right place. I'm Ray Ireland. This is Miracle Moment. I'm so excited to be reestablishing this show. This show is for the females that are just ready to go to that next level in life, in business, and in their faith and purpose. And really, Miracle Moment is all about these times. And when we get to hear stories of many people speaking about this place where they got to experience the miracle moment, and then we get to see their fruits of what has happened through it, then it just brings that inspiration, that light, and that fire that we sometimes need on a hard day, on a rough moment, and really just keep encouraging, keep pressing the gas pedal down so that way you are really living life and business full on and in purpose. So the reason why I'm restarting this now is I felt this call, for the end of the year, the start of a new year, to just reignite this mission. And so I believe you as a listener here, you are a miracle maker. It's not just about receiving or having these moments happen to us, but when you actually can see that, wow, that miracle moment happened for me, and now I'm living in this. Let me see if I can create miracle moments for other people. So it's for the game changers, for the people that are making impact. And a lot of women are called into entrepreneurship, not just because of wanting to bootstrap their way through it. No, it's usually this much bigger vision and mission, or even like this little whisper that God gave you around, here's how I want you to use the gifts that I've given you. And so you have this vision, but the thing that happens is when you get into the day-to-day, things just start to feel automatic, robotic, like super like driving masculine. And that's really not our superpower as women. And so I want to be the one to really help guide you and integrate the miracle moments that you've had in your life and activate you to be a miracle maker for those that are in your life and around you. There's these moments that break us. There's the moments that call us forward. This is going to be one of those moments. I want to call you forward with me into the rest of these episodes in this show. We're going to really be examining life and business and what is cultural society told us the way that we need to be able to build and make impact versus really where does your identity and unique thumbprint come into play so that way you can be really executing at your highest efficiency and highest purpose.
If you're loving this conversation and it's sparking something inside of you, maybe it's time to share your own voice with the world. That's exactly why we created the Podcast Accelerator, to help leaders like you go from hidden to heard with a podcast that connects, inspires, and actually grows your business. We launched together in just a few months, and you'll have the systems, support, and strategy to keep scaling and growing. Doors are open now, so the link to apply is in the show notes. We cannot wait to see you in there.
When you're working, when you're doing the thing that you're called to do, you are all in, 100% in, and you're able to match that effort, that human effort, with the faith and God coming in and supporting that drive that you have. So we're going to be breaking down biblical truths. We're going to be talking about just incredible business icons that have made millions, made huge impact. And it's been really cool being behind the scenes of so many leaders, launching so many podcasts since I started Miracle Moment. It's been many episodes in a long time. It's been, I think, over a year and a half since I've done a Miracle Moment episode. So this is reactivating something within me, and I just wanted to share it with you because what I've seen behind the scenes is there are some leaders that are rising to the occasion. There's such a time where we are being called forward. Leaders of truth, leaders of honesty and integrity are being called forward to share what they know about, to share their mastery. And a lot of people are saying, I hear that call, I'm raising my hand and send me, God, right? And so I've been able to witness that. And as that happens, it's also really interesting because there's other leaders that actually are sort of backing down and they're not feeling that press, or, they get caught up in distraction or discouragement or even just doubt or depression. And so I just want to make sure that if you are in my community, meaning you're a listener here, you're involved, you're a client maybe, that you get all of the tools necessary to be able to push through and get through that resistance. It doesn't always have to be in a forceful way, but in a way that cuts through the noise. So that way you can be doing what you are meant to be doing. And sharing your voice is one of those things that even AI can mimic, but it cannot take you and the power that you have to be that amplification for source that's within you. So let's go ahead and just acknowledge everything that's happened thus far. I started Miracle Moment. I've started multiple podcasts since then. So coming back to this original podcast, it just feels like such a gift. And I'm so excited to have you here with me for this new sacred chapter. So we're going to kind of shift a little bit from, it's not going to be about like necessarily processing pain, but really looking at how can we activate more of your destiny because of what you've gone through in your story, and then your storytelling skills that we'll go into as well. So if you are standing on the edge of something, you know that there's a next level, a next step, a move, a bold move of courage that you're meant to be taking here in this next week. Let's even put those containers around it, in this next week. Then just stick around. This show is for you, and I'm so excited to get to know you. So stay with me for the next few episodes, and we're going to be building this momentum together.
Thanks for listening to Miracle Moment. Share the episode, hit follow, and join us every Thursday for prayer and activation. For more tools to rise into your God-given mission, visit rayireland.com. See you next week.